Hi and welcome back to my booktube channel. My name is Sam and today we are doing a little vlog because I'm going to Norway on my second ever cruise. I'm very excited and I thought I'd bring you along for the journey. So yeah, I can't tell you where we're going because I don't know off the top of my head other than it's in Norway. So you'll find out as we go, I guess. But yeah, remember to like, comment and subscribe and we'll get straight into this video. I'm very excited to see Norway. So yeah, let's go into a little room tour. I'm on an inside cabin this time because it was a little bit cheaper. So yeah, I'll show you the cabin. Okay, so let's do a little quick tour. So we've got the front door, then in here is the bathroom with obviously the bathroom stuff in there. Then we have some mirrors and wardrobe, whatever. A desk, mirror. Then you've got the bed in there. And then you've got the cabinets and TV. So this is an inside cabin, so there's no window, but it is cheaper, so yeah, there's the room. Okay, so I just found the map that tells us where we're going, so if you were interested, we're starting in Southampton, then we're going to Stavanger, Olden, and then two places that I'm not even going to try and say because I can't read English, never mind Norwegian, and I don't want to butcher them. So yeah, we're going there as well. So yeah. Then you can see it up there. Okay, let's go. So that was the cabin. I'll insert a picture because I don't have it on me right now, but I'll insert the picture of the book I'm reading right now. It's called The Exiled, and it's the sequel to the book that I read on the last cruise last year. So it's kind of a little coincidence, and it's a duology as well. So yeah, it's basically it's about a cruise ship that flees a destroyed Europe to go to this kind of dystopian America, and they don't get let in, so they end up living on a cruise ship, and that's the premise of the first book. And then this book is the final book in the duology. Obviously there's two books, but yeah, that's what I'm reading. So let's get into looking at the days. Then to end the first day of getting on the boat, we went to go see this show called The Rocks with these three amazing women singing loads of different rock songs and popular songs. They were really good. It was a lot of covers, so I can't really play any of it because copyright. But yeah, after this, it was like bedtime. And then the next day was a whole sea day. It was cool seeing the map, which you'll see in a minute, where we're in the middle of the North Sea. But yeah, there's not much more to show, so we'll skip straight onto the first day of being in Norway, Stavanger. So yeah, see you there. So it's the end of day one and we are still in the middle of the North Sea. So yeah, we started here, then we went to bed, and then we did day one, and we're here at the minute. It's like 8 o'clock, so yeah, we should be there in the morning. We're going to be in Stavanger in the morning. Arrival 9 a.m. Yeah, that'll be exciting. Okay, so day 1 in Norway, technically day 2. Let's go to Stavanger. So I'm just gonna get ready and then we'll head out. I think we're going to go see some famous sword thing first thing in the morning, and then we're just gonna go shopping. So I'll film some of the sights, obviously, and yeah, we'll check back in later. See you later. See you later. See you then. Bye.
And I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
So on to day 2 of the Norway exploring, technically day 3. But yeah, if you just saw from the clip, we are currently arriving in Olden, and here we're going to be doing a very long day. We're going to go see the fjords and then something later on, I can't quite remember right now. But yeah, we're going to go see the fjords, which will be very exciting. And yeah, this is day 2. So yesterday was really good. Last night was so rocky. Like the boat, it felt like constant. Do you know when you're on an aeroplane and you have turbulence? It felt like that for 8 hours straight. Like I was constantly going like this, just trying to go to sleep, and you could feel all your insides gushing around. It was, yeah, it was a lot. It was gale force winds, I think the captain said. So yeah, it was a very windy night, and there was a lot of rocking, and yeah, that was a little bit hard to sleep in, but we did it. Like all my hangers in my wardrobe were clacking together. These bed boards were like, because they're not secured at the bottom, they were just banging against the wall until I put the cushions up against them. So yeah, it was very rocky and hard to sleep, but yeah, let's go see the fjords. And just a little update on the book that I'm reading. I've not got that far into it. It's just not drawing me like the first one did, as we've now passed kind of the selling point of the first book, which was like it's a dystopian set on a cruise ship. We've kind of moved away from that in this second book, so yeah, I've just not been as drawn to it. It's just reading more like a typical YA dystopia at this point. There's not really anything special about it at the moment, but I've only read like 80 pages, so yeah, hopefully I can get into this as we go. But now I want to say that when I saw these views, I was obsessed, and as you can tell, I took loads of videos and loads of photos, but I was in awe. These huge mountains, this big valley, this small town, it was all absolutely incredible. So I definitely recommend Olden to anyone going to Norway. bombarded you with all those pretty views. The first activity we went to do once we got off the boat was this skylift. And when I say this was so vertical, it was so vertical. It was like a straight line all the way up. And yeah, my uncle ended up getting too scared to go up, so we left him behind. But the views at the top were definitely worth it. And I think we just beat the clouds, because as soon as we were going down, the clouds came in. So we were very lucky. And here's me going up.
See the very end of waterfall on the right side here is called Volefossen, and it's one of the highest ones we have in this valley. But it's going back down again to Olden now.
The second activity of the day was to go see the glacier, and when I tell you it was chucking it down, it was throwing cats and dogs at us. It was so soaking wet, everyone was drenched, and as we went up on these troll cars, you could just see all the people that had been walking up the mountain were just regretting their life choices. It was so wet, especially when we went past this waterfall, everyone just got doubly wet. So yeah, it was a very wet day. You can't really see it in the video too much, but yeah, it was a lot. But the glacier was very beautiful. It was just a shame that we didn't catch it on a good day, but definitely recommend. It was breathtaking. Look at it, it's stunning. So yeah, we got wet, but we saw the glacier, so everything was cool.
you can still see some traces of it. But it's not only the avalanche itself that can be harmful, but when an avalanche is coming down from 1,500 meters.
So that was day 2, probably my favourite day so far, besides the fact that it was chucking it down in the glacier. It was so wet, and those buggies we went in that drove us to the top where the glacier was, we drove past a waterfall. I don't know if I got a clip of it or not. I was kind of anxious because my phone was already like soaking wet, and I was like, okay, in a minute I'm gonna need a bowl of rice because this phone is soaking wet. So I kept trying to keep it in my waterproof pocket. But yeah, every time we passed that, we just got sprayed with water, and we were just laughing hysterically because there was nothing we could do about it. We had a tarp over us covering our lower halves, but the water was just straight in the face. It was something. And we got to the glacier, we went up and saw it, and then we came straight back down and waited in the wood cabin that was there for the buggies to come back, because it was so wet, and I feel wet to the bone. I can't wait to change and then go get some food. But yeah, this was definitely my favorite day. It's like I've always wanted to see like huge mountains. Like I've seen mountains before, but I've always wanted to see mountains that are just towering above you, like so high they reach the sky and they're all around you. And that was exactly what this was. We were in the bottom of a valley, and yeah, it filled something in my soul, because that's something I've always wanted to see. So on the bus ride to and from the glacier specifically, I was just eyes out the window just staring like, oh my god. I don't know, it's just something I've always wanted to see, and this really fulfilled something in my soul. It was so amazing. I definitely recommend. We're in what's the place called again? Olden. Definitely recommend coming here. It's absolutely stunning. The sky lift was terrifying on the way down, specifically because the cable car, it's so steep that when you come over the edge coming down, it's just straight, it goes really fast down. And it was like, whoa. And there was a moment where everyone was like, oh my god. Well, not that extreme, but everyone was like, oh. But yeah, that was good. Although I couldn't go near the edge. I have an aversion. Like, I'm not scared of height. It's like I don't mind going up to high places like that. I just physically can't get myself to go near the edge unless it's like a solid barrier. If that metal, I don't know if you saw it, but there's like a metal bit on the side. If that had been all the way around, I would have been able to go up to the edge, but because it was glass, I was just like, no, I am too clumsy. I will fall off if I go too close to that. So I got as far as I could. Yeah, it was an amazing day. Absolutely recommend this. I love the giant mountains, love the sky lift, loved the glacier for the time that we saw it briefly. I hope I managed to get good enough clips of it. But yeah, it was so amazing to see the glacier, and it was so sad that it's shrinking so rapidly. They said like in the past 4 years, I think it's shrank way more faster than it has ever done before. So global warming. Yeah, it's just sad, but it was so incredible to see. It's just kind of one of those things where you look at it and you're just in awe, and you just look at it like, oh my god, I'm here, I'm looking at this is incredible. I don't want to take my eyes off, but of course we had to because it was raining. Anyway, I've been talking for too long. Amazing day. Let's get on to day 3. I actually don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I think we're doing another sky lift, and we're in Hellesylt, I think. I'll check it in a moment, but yeah, I'll see you in day 3. Okay, yeah, so I was right. We're going to Hellesylt, I think that's how you say it, tomorrow. And yeah, there's where we are. So we started in Southampton, came up all the way through the North Sea, stopped at Stavanger, and then we came up to Olden, and I think we're going to another place nearby, and then we're going down there, and then all the way back. So yeah, that's where we've been. I wish I could zoom in, but this is the best I can do for you. So it is now a new day and we are in Hellesylt. I say that I'm filming this after the fact because I forgot, but we are in Hellesylt today. And this is basically another small town like Olden was, except this one is a couple hundred people smaller. I think it's about 300 to 350 residents here, as the tour guide said. And yeah, it's just this really adorable small village in the middle of the fjord, surrounded by valleys and mountains. And oh my god, like my love of mountains is really coming out of this trip. Like I just love seeing just a mountain that, like, I've seen mountains before in Scotland. I think I've already talked about this, but yeah, I just love mountains that are so humongous that they have snow on the top and you can just stare up and they are just so intimidating. I love it. I love them so much. I definitely want to come see more places like this, like Iceland, Greenland, Alaska, those kind of places, I guess, also have giant mountains, so I definitely want to go there. New Zealand, oh my god, I want to go to New Zealand. But yeah, anyway, Hellesylt was really interesting. The activity of the day is a sky lift again, but this one is kind of less vertical and more horizontal, because the one the other day she saw was just straight up, whereas this one is more kind of gradual. And we went to, well, you'll see in a minute, but we go to the top of a mountain and we just see all the amazing views. Like, it was a really nice panoramic as well. Like on this side there was like a lovely lake with interlocking mountains, then you move to this bit a bit more and there's like this nice valley with greenery and I think a river or something going through down the middle, or maybe a town. It was hard to tell. And then if you go to the far side you have the snowy mountains, so it's like a really cool panoramic. And I don't know if the videos did it justice, but it was so gorgeous. And it's one of those things where you just stand there and stare at it for a while and you just like, oh my god, this is unreal. Like, these are some things that will never leave me, are these views. I just love them. I guess I'm a nerd for mountains at this point, but they were just so stunning. And yesterday, I don't know if I mentioned this, but yesterday as we were leaving Olden, that view of the town itself with the mountain in the background, like the Punchy Mountain in the background, that scenery, I stood there for like literally 2 hours in the afternoon just staring out at it, just appreciating it, because I just know, out of all the places I've had the privilege of visiting, Norway is one of the most beautiful countries I've seen, so definitely recommend coming to Norway. But yeah, anyway, Hellesylt, we went to a sky lift, we saw that, and that was about the only thing we did over the day. We explored the local town, there was this beautiful waterfall, but other than that, that was all there was to do. So yeah, I'll let you see that now. and then we arrived at the skylift, which was the activity for the day. And as you can see, this one was a lot less steeper than the previous one we went on. And it's funny because our guide told us that in Norway, if you don't like the weather, then wait 5 minutes and it'll change. And he was completely right, because as we were driving to here, it was sunny. When we got to the place, it was raining. And then by the time we got to the top of the mountain, it was snowing, as you can see here. And then as soon as we walked down to the viewing part, it was sunny again. So the weather was just constantly changing, and that was just amazing. But the views, oh my goodness, the views up here, stunning. And being able to throw snowballs in the middle of June was really fun. But the views, oh my days, the views were gorgeous. I'll leave you to it, but oh my God. So we have a little visitor here. Oh look! Oh what look! You found a duck. Keep or hide, you decide. And I'm going to re-hide it, but it says Norwegian fjords, 1st, 8th of June 2020. Blah blah blah. This duck is called Sally. I don't know why I said it like that. Take a photo and post on P&O Cruise Ducks group on Facebook. I'm not on that, but I'll just hide it anyway. Happy hunting, Lippy from Plymouth, Devon, UK. And then obviously there's me. But we got Maggie and Carol, Hartpool, UK. Oh, I need to write where I'm from. Rehide, Lisa and Lucy. And then there's me, Read Sam. Good luck, duck. Yeah, good luck, duck.
Okay, so now it's the next day and we are in Haugesund. I probably butchered that, but sorry about that. But this is now out of the fjords, I think. Are the mountains the fjords? Or is it all the fjords? I'm not sure. I should probably have checked. But this is more of like the flat terrain of Norway. There's no big mountains here. And it's more of just like a city. And The trek into the city, as we went in this morning before our trip, you have to go over this, sorry, my arm is like aching. You have to go up this huge bridge, and it's like a trek. Like, it's only 15 minutes, but it's all uphill, up this bridge with a tiny path that you have to people keep having to like move out each other's way. So yeah, it's quite a trek, but I think it was worth it. There was some pretty stuff in the town, some cool shops. Yeah, we just had a look around the town, and that's about it. We saw this church, it was very beautiful inside. And then we came back and we went on an excursion, which you'll see was a riptide, I think it's called, where you go on one of those really fast boats. And now I had so much anxiety going into this boat about my phone specifically. I was like, should I take my phone? Is it going to get ruined? Are we going to get soaking wet and it's going to get ruined? It's going to get wet. Oh my God, I should leave it behind. But I was convinced to just take my phone with me. And that's all I could think about was like, I had my phone wrapped in small plastic bag that I'd got one of my souvenirs in. I had it wrapped in that, because I was like, wait, extra protection. So now it's in my case, it's in this it's in the phone case, it's in this bag, it was in my pocket under my jacket. And then obviously we had the safety suits, which you'll see in a minute, which are like so comfy. Oh my God, those safety suits, oh my God, they make you feel like a toddler, but you're like a comfortable toddler. They were so cool. I want one of them. But I had it under that, and like my anxiety was like, oh my God, my phone's gonna get ruined, my phone's gonna get ruined. And yeah, I think that just shows how much of an overthinker I am, because once we got on the boat, there was no water. There was like one splash in the face from one of the waves, but other than that, it was relatively dry. And halfway through, I was like, okay, I wish I had my phone so I could take videos. But I do have some footage. Most of it's pictures, but there are some useful videos, so hopefully that'll illustrate what it was like. But I think it was one of those things where you can just take it in for yourself and enjoy it. So I definitely recommend going on a riptide tour thing. If you ever come here, it's very cool. It took us out to kind of the islands. I think the furthest west point of Norway, I think the guide says. I'm not 100% sure on that, but there was like these loads of little islands, and there was these traditional houses on them, and it was mostly retired fishermen lived there. And yeah, it was like a mini Venice. It's the Norway equivalent of Venice. But it was so adorable, and I wish I'd got some of my own footage for that, because it was just so beautiful. And there was this little lady, and we waved and she waved back. But yeah, it was a very beautiful town. I did take my phone out when we got to like the fake Statue of Liberty. They had like a tiny Statue of Liberty. I can't remember the context of that. I think it was like an ode to help in America or something like that. I took my phone out then, didn't get a very good clip. I kind of just like sideswiped it, and you can't even see the statue. But I got my phone out halfway through, and even though I was still clutching it for dear life, I did manage to get some clips of just me and just like, yeah. Anyway, I've been talking for 3 minutes. Let's get into the day. Let me show you what it was like. But yeah, this was a really good day. Really enjoyed the boat trip. If I ever do this again, I'll try and be less anxious about my phone. But yeah, let's go.
Find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours.
So as I just mentioned, this is the footage of a braver person who took the videos for me because I was too scared to get my phone out because I know how clumsy I am, and I was terrified that I would drop my phone in the water and that would be the end of my YouTube channel. Thankfully, I'm still here, but here are some pictures that were also taken of the exclusive fishermen houses on the islands. These are very exclusive houses, very traditionally passed through the generations of these fishermen. They are isolated and only accessible by boat, but it's like a whole little community, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't get video footage of it because it was so beautiful. But hopefully these pictures, I won't judge because they're not mine, hopefully these do justice to how beautiful the place was, but definitely recommend checking that out on a boat tour if you go there. It's a very cute community. And yeah, there's also a mini Statue of Liberty, which you'll kind of see in a minute, but the footage is terrible. But there's a mini Statue of Liberty for no reason, which I find kind of funny.
Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah.
So it is the final day now. I'm not going to do this as the outro, but this is the final day on the cruise. It's a sea day as we head back to Southampton. And the only thing I've done today is go to the theatre, cinema, on board, and I saw The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I was not expecting, but we have a new Hunger Games book and film announced. It is the 50th Hunger Games, the second quarter quell about Haymitch's game. And oh my god, I was not expecting to get a Hunger Games book and movie announcement. That's so crazy, and it's so weird that it aligned with the day that I was going to go see the Hunger Games film that they were playing at the cinema as well. Like, that is weird. But I'm so excited. I had to talk to Jayla about it. And yeah, it's so crazy. I pre-ordered it straight away. I wish they had signed copies on Waterstones, but it's just the normal one. But yeah, I absolutely cannot wait for the new Hunger Games film. But yeah, literally all I did today has been, I went to go see The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in the theatre. It was amazing. Again, I just love that film. Susan Collins, just, her books are made to be movies. And I feel like they're very respectful adaptations. Some people might disagree. But I think they are brilliant adaptations of the books, and they have their own spin. Anyway, this isn't a Hunger Games video, but yeah, I'm very excited. I don't quite know what they're gonna do with Haymitch. Like, all they really can do is develop the games he was in, because we know the games he was in. Obviously, we know the twist that there were double contestants. We know that he wins. Was it by? Oh wait, actually, I might not be right about this, but I swear he wins by throwing an axe and it hits the shield and kills someone. I think that was it. We know that the consequences of him winning the games were his girlfriend and family were killed off by snow, and that is one of the leading factors of why he went into alcoholism and then became a mentor eventually to Katniss. So yeah, I don't really know what there is going to be to tell, especially since it starts on his reaping, which I didn't know until Jayla pointed it out, but I thought maybe they were going to do like a childhood, then the games, and then after, like they did with Snow. But yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what she would give us. I have very much got loads of faith in Suzanne Collins. Whatever she writes ends up being amazing. So I'm not doubting what we'll get. I'm just doubting what there is to write about. But I'm gonna read it and devour it anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure what there is to tell, and I would much prefer a Joanna book, and I hope we get that in the future. Can we, like, because people have been I can't speak. People have been campaigning for this HMH book for so long. Can we now do the same for Joanna? Because Joanna is like one of my favourite characters from that series, and I really want her book. And we know less about Joanna, so it would be more interesting. And also, I would be very interested in a sequel series. Like, I know the main draw is the Hunger Games. That's what the book is named after, and we got rid of the Hunger Games, but maybe we could have like maybe some far in the future and they come back. Anyway, I don't know, I'm just rambling, but yeah, very excited. I saw that, I've ate some pizza, and now let's get into the conclusion of this video. Bye. So that is the trip to Norway. I really hope you enjoyed. I really loved it. It was such a cool experience and one of the prettiest places I've ever been to. I just loved the mountains. I'm not going to go over the mountains. I just love them. But yeah, I definitely recommend Norway. If you've been, let me know in the comments. Have you got any recommendations for anywhere you went in Norway, or is there anywhere else in the world that you think is on that level of beauty? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and stick around for more. Hopefully the next vlog will also be entertaining. I'll give you a clue. The next one, it's not going to be the next video, but the next vlog will be in Asia somewhere. That's a little cute, a little cute, I can't say the word, a little clue for you. It's in Asia, so that's the next vlog. But the next video, I'm not sure what it will be just yet. Hopefully I can catch up on some sci-fi reviews I got to do. But anyway, that's regardless to the point of this video. I hope you enjoyed Norway. I did. Wonderful experience. My favourite day was the glacier day. Even though it was soaking wet, it just felt like we saw the most then, and it was when all the mountains were, so that's my favourite day. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!